So it's a decision-making game. I haven't really played many of them, if I'm being honest. So like, I don't know if I want to like. It's called Slay the Princess. I'm assuming I'm supposed to kill her. So I don't know if I want to go into it like just with that one singular mission in mind and like ignore everything else along the way. It's like, no, I'm going to kill you no matter what, or just play it flexible. I think I'm just gonna play it flexible. Like, maybe if I'm curious, I'll do a really stubborn playthrough where I just like, no, I'm gonna do nothing but kill you after, maybe. Bonova recommended this game to me, so here we are. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Hey! Sorry. Wait, I can't do this already. I can't even do the home screen. What the fuck? Stay over for me. The hero. I'm not gonna be
You're on
reading.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huh? Says who? Oh, wait. I'm already at the end of the world. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, my options. Hey. No way. End of the game right here. End of the game option. How do you consider that? Okay. Holy. I'm okay with the world ending. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. This one's pretty good. Yo. Yeah, I kind of want to know.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
You have to talk a little bit more, buddy.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Dog is so... I'm already like... You're just telling me to go kill someone or it's the end of the world. I don't know. She's gonna convince me in there. Yo, like, actually, it's just too vague. Like, I'm already on the princess's side. This isn't good. It's the end of the world.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
You suck.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Alright.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
She gets out, world ends. That's what I have to go off.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
That is not my problem.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's not very guarded too well.
The
She's just
interior of the
burdened.
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You
I'll
take
grab
the
it.
blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Convinced.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to... Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
That's exactly right. Yep, you got me.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife,
Caught.
and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
I'm not dropping the knife. Bitch.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
No, I'm not dropping the blade.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm on the
It's
narrow
fine.
side.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That's right. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Huh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
It's shiver for me.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I didn't think things through. Where's my bow and arrow?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. end this.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You bitch. Just fucking thank you. Squint at that princess.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
The voice of the hero said this? The two of you do this. Or the narrator. Squint at the princess.
You squint even harder.
It's a meme.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Hey! Wait, where's my choices? Oh. It is what it
Doubt,
is.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
This bitch. Now, alright, now I'm going all in.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Wait, I'm outmatched.
We can still turn this around.
Nah, I'm not committed.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Well, it was easy.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
I beat the game in 16 minutes. It is what it is. Actually, 5
The
minutes.
princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, of course not. That'd be stupid to think. I beat the game in 16 minutes.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
GG. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah,
At
what's
the
up,
end of
Kellen?
that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ah.
You're
Oh,
here
I just
to
keep on
slay her.
repeating it.
If you don't, it will... I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voice of the stubborn.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit all in this time. Let's just go. All in, we're killing her. No hesitation.
Before you go any further, she will lie, She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Wait, it knows I'm committed now. Maybe I should do the opposite. No,
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Wait a second. I'm telling you, what about to go in the basement without the blade? Alright. Maybe it's the game I actually have to think in. Maybe. I don't know. And not just mindlessly click stuff. So I definitely thrust her heart, and we both died, and we're back. Maybe the only way to slay the princess is to Sorry.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Maybe we seduce her, actually. Maybe that's the
door
play.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, her fierce voice carries...
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Wait, she's gonna...
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
No, I'm gonna...
As you descend the final
Wait, she has horns now!
The form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Wait, I'm down bad. Sorry.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
It is what it is. I'm still going through with the production plan.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh?
I think if she could take me when I had the knife when she was like less than that, there's no way. I gotta change up my strat. Like, if I go in with the knife this time, she would actually just fucking run it through me.
No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Oh shit, she's pissed now. I did the violent path. It's over for me. So you do remember me, alright. Risen it up. Oh my god, we have a million options. No, you look different. No, so probably this one. Maybe the chat. I'm actually here to free you. No, not free yet. I'm saying. So, yeah, don't worry. No. The blade's upstairs. Look back. Okay, that's probably.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
That's right. Lasted a whole 3 minutes.
Why don't we do it again?
I mean to brag.
Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Don't mean to brag.
Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
No.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
Oh wait, it's the same options. So yeah, do just figure. I trust it. I'll have to chat first.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
Yes, but you don't need to know that.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly
Shit.
enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good.
She's on to me. She knows I know how. I know I have no chance.
I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Free her? You aren't.
It's all part of the plan, narrator.
I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh.
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Guess I'll step closer.
You take a cautious step towards the princess.
She's about to snap my neck.
Unarmed.
She wants to fight.
I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't.
I'm hinting.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Yeah, I have no chance. It is what it is.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Nope.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Huh. I feel like I can't fix her. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't care.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
No, I don't think it will.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
It's true for me.
She's still bound by those chains. All we have to do is take a step back and she won't be able to do anything to us. All that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
Ha! Do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats. She's honest. It's what makes her so interesting.
Pacifism speedrun.
She has to be bluffing, right? If she isn't bluffing, then why is she still... You step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously. And then they snap.
This is so fucking
It's
joke
only a
for me.
matter of time. But she's loose.
I think we're gonna resurrect. We give this life up. Just lay there and take it, maybe.
Dear Lord, what do we do? Oh, if only there was some sort of
shut up.
weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those.
Exactly. Just do what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
I suppose there isn't much I can do to stop you, is there? You stand your ground as the
There's fucking
princess
Jover.
thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours. You don't see the impact. You can't say
she
for
one-shot
sure if you
me.
even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter. You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me. Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that
I
fragile?
think he just like broke my body in half.
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
I have 8 more lives
Guess
left.
I'll see you all next time. He reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
I've seen this in an anime. You just have to let them get their rage out, and then they'll be sent in our view shortly. Nah, I'm not simping this hard. I'll do this though. I just think it's kind of funny.
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck.
Yep.
She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Unleash the power of pacifism on your
One
face.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, I've heard this one before.
Oh my god,
Let me
it's
guess,
like...
Let me guess, there's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you.
I think we're
It's not
speedrunning the
gonna
worst
happen,
end impossible.
At least not on my watch. Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened to her? And we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't.
The voice of the contrarian.
You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even. We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist? I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment.
Oh, it wasn't for a laugh though. I was doing the I was trying to be heroic
Both of you just
in a
shut up.
pacifist way.
Make me rage, boy.
This is just great.
The music's sick.
Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path from the last one. That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great.
We'll try it one more time. We'll double down.
If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a park in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
So you knew this could happen? You knew we'd be able to restart like this?
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
No more do-overs. I don't know. I think there's hesitation in her. I'm telling. Listen, we don't have a chance to fight her with a fucking knife. It is what it is. Like, we couldn't beat her when she was not buff. Like, there's no shot in hell we can beat her now. We'd rather talk our way out of this. Like, actually, if I had like a lance, you know, bow and arrow, like. Dude, it's Jover for me. I entered. I think I'm speedrunning the bad end. And
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. Enter.
That's it? No final words of...
I'd rather not waste any more time.
no, it's gonna be a full-fledged
I'm
fucking
sure that
demon in there now.
Any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
I don't know. So is my voice too loud? I don't know. But I think I went pretty aggressive, and then I immediately on the second life I went full passive, and I don't think that was the play.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Nah, it's a full-fledged demon.
The interior of
Oh
the cabin
my
is a
God.
place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high
No, the music's
arched
sick,
roof,
though.
vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
It's alright.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We're going past this one more time, but I think it's a lost cause. I think we
The
entered.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right.
I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time.
No, we couldn't.
Take it.
We could not have won last time. That's hard coat. I'm telling you, I went pretty aggressive first life, and she has hands. I don't know. It's that mirror again. I don't remember. I wasn't actually paying attention to any scenery really. Nah, I think Simmons are our only way out of this. We don't win the 1v1 anymore. So the mirror. I don't remember anything about the mirror. It's the mirror again. There's some blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
Oh, cool.
Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? That sounds fun. I respect and admire all of you, and I'm so happy to... What? There's clearly a mirror.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror.
You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
It means you're hallucinating. It's in our way.
Let's just approach it. Yeah. See what.
You
we
step
see.
forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. as if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
Hesitating before you open it. That's.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real. Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter. Aside from wasting danger. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward.
It's a full-fledged demon, I know it. It's Jover for me.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
Hi, honey.
A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Oh no.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
Oh.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
Oh wait. Kind of. That's actually what I was hoping for. So now I feel like I'm just Ensign.
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Oh.
Did you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Wait. Is pacifism making her like worse? Maybe I should be violent. Wait. Yo, that's why we have to slay her, because it like keeps her in check. Actually, if we just full-fledged commit killing her, it like keeps her in like the not crazy form maybe. Versus hesitation, she just gets worse and worse. Actually, it's kind of cool. Maybe.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
That's...
The chamber's walls are painted in blood. Deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred.
You think that little
surfaces
fucking
that make
knife?
this floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
No, that knife's not doing shit. I hate to break it to you, but I don't win that 1v1.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Probably murder me in the most vicious way possible.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Yeah.
Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Ha.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Nah, it's true. It is what it is.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
That's right. We have no choice but to just fucking take it and die at this point.
That's
Keep it
right.
real.
No fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
I don't know.
We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Let her end me? Yeah. happened to you? Like, what happened? Rips my head off. Wait, we don't. Rips my head off. I don't think there's a real choice here. Do we triple down?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have what you denied me.
What I deny her? I denied her a fight.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
Because, I mean, she killed me last time, so I didn't deny my death, but, like...
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
I won! Easy dub.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Yeah, I do think I'm supposed to look at
There's
the mirror.
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
I want to see the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I'm like scared. Man, I'm kind of scared, low-key. Silence as you reach for it, they're gone, but the mirror remains. The body, it's you. Oh, the mirror showed me. They're alone with this. Ah.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, you just gotta change your heart. She's had to kill me 3 times. Do you know the narrator? There's a lot of meme options. Are you...
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Right, true. That was a dumb question, might be. Attack the entity? Destroy my body? Huh? You mean destroy my body? I don't want to destroy my body.
I know only that they are. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So it's gonna send me back to like square one probably, right? And then I get running back, doing different stuff. I was gonna do the full pacifism, like full, like I think I tilted her from the start because I instantly jumped on her, then went pacifism, which is probably not good. Screw that.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I get it. Like, like no. So like I'm thinking I go in to chill to the for the beginning, and then it should be different. I think if I instantly murder someone, then we go, hey, I was just kidding. Come on. And what if I don't?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
All right.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
You won't.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I figured it won't be binary. Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Let's see if we can not tilt her instantly.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to say... Ignore him.
Already did all this. We're
The
skipping the
interior
knife.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer. The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice is already different.
is hypnotizing.
Right.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Maybe. I don't know. Just checking in on you.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Would I click down the stairs?
It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot right.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Well, I don't know if I want to. I don't want to free her, really. Yeah, let's talk a bit. I like it. Or do we act like we're gonna?
Okay.
Dang, I'm socially awkward in games too, I guess. Damn, it's a lot of options. No, I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. Well, that's, you didn't even say anything. Go back upstairs. Okay. No. I think just what's your name? Easy.
Oh,
It's Satan.
She pauses,
Lucifer.
carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Yeah, stupid.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm going down the simping route because I want to. I'm just saying, like, I couldn't beat her when she was like this with a knife. So I'm thinking there's no chance to actually fight. Like, no way I'd lose. No. But, you know, I actually tried to kill her, like, instantly. And I lost. Like, there's just... It's just... I don't know. Like, when she started becoming, like, a demon, like, no choice. Like, no chance. Listen. It's not possible. I tried. I'm not coping.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too...
Yeah.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but
Wait, it is...
I agree
It's
with
kind
the
of
princess.
irrelevant. Or I guess I already know
That's
she's a
hardly
demon or
relevant.
something.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat. The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Yeah, that's all too much. That sounds good. Convince me.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Thank you.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
This is what I'm wondering. I've not been told enough.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
It will be.
Thank you for
I
believing
don't know
me.
if I believe you.
Now, can you help me get out of here?
Wait. Yeah.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
Kept you company. I'm gonna keep you locked way down here at least. No, I'm not getting her out. Company. This is like the nicest one. I just still don't know what the hell to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
She's gonna be like, you bitch.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
You've been here for 500 years or less.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh my god.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Wait, she's evil, bro.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
She's fucking evil. Wait, that's what... Oh, I only have 3 choices now. Okay, fighting her is actually it though. She has fucking hands. Lock her in the basement. I wonder if I just didn't come here. What if I just don't go to the cabin? Just U-turn. I'll refrain her.
You can't be serious.
It's Drover. She'll get out anyways.
Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
She didn't appreciate my hesitation, so I'm probably still dead.
No. I think you're doing the right thing.
What if I just don't play? Yeah, I know. I just stand at the door. That's gotta be the solution.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
She's like, your bones will do.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
They're both fine options, these two. I don't know.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Damn.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Wait. She's gonna use my bones as a key. Oh no.
Your shouts and pleas are met. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task.
Huh.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Wait.
This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Wait.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
My god. At least she's on my side this time, right? Oh.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here. There's a time to strike. It's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh my gosh.
Fine.
Strober.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Why not? Hold on. You're doing the 7TV on this, aren't you? But like, it's not displaying as like it for me. I wonder if I like can. Let's pull up a stream. Chat settings. Better GTV. It has it enabled. Yeah. Got that enable 7TV on my own chat? I wonder. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. Oh, there we go. There we are. How's that disabled? Oh, so cringe. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the prince's arm. Just believe. Yeah, she's about to murder me. It is what it is.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yep, you're on my side. Just don't forget that. We're teammates.
The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
The narrator's evil. I knew it the whole fucking time, you bitch.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Huh?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Aw, he's MCing me. Yeah. Wait, Werner. Look at that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Interesting.
The blade. Move the blade.
He's not letting me do it. I just want to do a pacifist run. He's not letting me. Now I might get
As your body
narrated.
remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you
Whoa.
and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Look at my nails.
What
Am I
are
the...
you doing?
I'm a demon.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh my god.
She plunges it into your chest,
fucking-
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her
For
sake.
her sake.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you.
I mean, she was giga different
Collapse to
though.
the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
I don't know. Violence
The princess stares
awakens a
down at
fucking
your ruined
beast
chest
in
as
her.
tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
It's got to be some deviation along the trying to save her path. That's like a good one.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
It's over.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here.
The world's cooked.
A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie. If only you knew what you'd... Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain.
The
He
snip.
made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but
Our
he
beloved?
won't be able to withstand the power of
Was I
our
simping
love.
that hard though? Wait. But like, the choices weren't like, yeah, I was helping her. But like, I wasn't like the future wife, right?
Last time? What are you... I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore it. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay, so like, it's gonna be a knife again, probably. I want to see the interior.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in
cool.
fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Well,
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I like that, but like, do we go down with the knife ahead of time, or no? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Are we gonna bring the knife? Because I know it has a lot of options with dropping it and whatnot. And we're gonna get the door fucking slammed on us anyways, so maybe we do grab the knife ahead
The
of time.
blade is your implement.
Oh, there's a mirror on the left. Yeah. Didn't see. I like this.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of... You reach forward
Dude,
and
am I
rub
a
your hand
beast?
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
We'll grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivation.
It might put her on edge,
It's
but-
good that you took the blade.
I don't think it matters that much.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim fire, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably... A soft voice carries up the...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
My guy's down
I
bad.
think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is
I'm voice of the
bit
hero.
much, don't you think? We
No,
don't even
it's
know
no-
the princess.
no cope.
We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Sure.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're
Bruh.
here to rescue you from your unjust and foul
You know she can't hear you.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my...
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Dashing
I
hero.
was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're...
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've
Listen.
been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Yep, true.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by...
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Not my problem.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We damned a whole world.
But nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially
Watch
without
me.
leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind
Watch
you.
me.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to...
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your...
Killed me last time. Do I have to cut you again? The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. Wait, actually true though. Actually true.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
No, she doesn't give a fuck. She just wants me to free her.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I heard a notification. I'm pretty bad with streaming. Thanks for the follow. Carbonated lolly? Appreciate it.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't.
She might.
There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, so...
You died, and now we're talking.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. Checks out.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Did I want her to kill me? No, not.
We warned her of the
Really?
cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her
Felt
to
like
kill
she
us.
took a creative
She
step
is
on
our
her own there.
beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I agree with narrator there. But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you...
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed,
This guy's so
we
down
won't
bad.
even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Any idea I come up with to get her out. As long as I get her out, right?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time?
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and...
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
It's kind of funny,
Listening
though.
to her, that's a confession.
I'm impartial. I have no feelings one way or the other. The world sucks. Damn. Doomer. The world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope brought slow and painful everyone to them all. I don't know about that.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear.
Oh my gosh.
Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yo,
You wouldn't.
I guess I would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Her hand does
You
just slip
approach the
out.
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you.
Wait, just she could
There's
free
no
herself.
life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Ugh.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? Oh no, I'm down bad now.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding?
That's
What if
right.
she doesn't want to end the world?
That's good. That's good cope right there.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
I want your blood.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I want your heart.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
We'll figure out the rest later, probably. Yeah, probably these two are good. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. Slay the princess.
That sounds perfect.
Music changed. Uh-oh.
As the princess takes your hand in hers,
You don't need to take my
let your
hand.
blade
Could've just walked
tumble
out.
uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about
Maybe
it.
we get to see like what happens this
I
time.
will mope about it, because moping
Instead of
is
just
the only recourse
falling over
you
and dying.
love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the
Yeah,
stairs,
no one slammed the door this time.
hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
That says, fuck.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever... Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yep, true. Actually. Oh wait, she said she could just open it last time. That she was free. I think she can open it. She's giga strong.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yeah, I do.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
She fucking hurled my body across the floor like a fucking ragdoll.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
You can just probably just rip that off the hinges. Yeah. Yeah, actually, did I literally say that?
Let me try.
I think you got this.
The princess tries the handle. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away.
Is what it is.
If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy
Her
staring
mere
at
presence
the
dissolves the fucking world. You just looked at the bot and saw the first interaction. My first interaction. I think I grabbed the blade. What did I do? I grabbed the blade. I asked like a couple questions and then I went for it, I think. And she just, I don't know, man. After that, I lost all hope that I can beat her in a 1v1.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No!
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat
Those hands are
worthy
gonna
of a
get her.
princess.
Yeah, it's true. Bye-bye. Where's my mirror? Yep.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
I swear I squinted. Don't forget, I squinted even harder. And then... I squinted and squinted even harder. And then tried to murder her. This is the end for you, but not for me. Huh? Wait. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Wait, but who's... Of course you're scared. Who am I talking to? Am I talking to my other persona?
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
I'm curious what I look like now. I'm still the same. I've grown. Yeah, I have grown. I didn't read that up top. I look like even more like a demon now. I thought I would like look more angelic, maybe. Like I thought it was making me like a demon because I like instantly try to murder without even thinking. The first one. Oh, I didn't get to see the. Oh yeah, it's this.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Everything does seem like a riddle.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Huh.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Kinda lost in the sauce, I'll be honest.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern. But every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
You've been kinder to me. I don't know if she's been kinder to me. Are we excluding the 4 times she killed me? 1, 2, 3... Oh yeah, the 4 times she's murdered me. If we exclude those, she has been kind of nice to me. Has she really been kinder to me? What do you want me to bring you next time? Actually...
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I was thinking she would say whatever.
Do not worry.
It's a
There
new perspective.
are no wrong answers, and every perspective
Yeah, I kind of figured that, actually.
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Anyone got any more of those fucking perspectives? Attack the entity. Destroy your body. I'm ready to go back. What did I do last time? I didn't do destroy my body. I think I... So she's... I think she's taking the princess and mine. My body? Is that right? So you don't have any preference on.
This one is soft and delicate.
Oh.
You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Yo, should we go full aggro next one? Run it back? Just like... Die! Like all through time, just fucking... Die, die, die. I forgot, did she remember from reset 1 to 2 though? Can't remember.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Like, actually, I could just go die, 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 and then attack the entity, like, at the end, too. I wonder. But, like... What do I want to do? The last one was pretty pacifist the whole way through. And it worked out okay. Yeah, actually.
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
I'm mainly curious about the
You'll
mirror
always
stuff
come
too.
back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I swear, I looked more demonic. I'm doing the nice route, which is interesting. Ah. Did it all F for me? No way that was programmed. Wait. No way? That was like actually part of the game, right? That's kind of... They actually just terminate the game process if you do the wait forever.
You have returned to me.
What?
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Yo! Hey, that's like... That's interesting. It's kind of funny. That's so creative. I like it. Wait, what I just clicked? I mean, I guess yeah, I want to save, but I don't mean to press that. All right, I guess I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
No way,
We
just
will meet
close the
again.
game out on me. I don't know what I want to do this time though, because
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be...
I think like it really doesn't matter what I do. I think the big decision will be like when I'm talking to that spiritual thing that I just was. Like when I do destroy my body or attack the entity. Oh, the good. Oh, I can't repeat. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say like I think I'm just gonna like run it aggro. I think it's all just like for fun, kind of. And the big decision will be like actually with the entity at the end. So like I could go full aggro, go the demon route again, and just like every time just fucking run it. I feel like I'm Enton though. Alright, sweet. I've always wanted to offer
That's
Monarch.
the spirit.
We're going in.
You
I don't
make
really
your
want
way
to, but
up
I'm
the
going
shore. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The blade
insane.
is your...
do I do it with my hands or do I do it with the blade? Can I fight? Actually, I think I need
You take
blades.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult.
Nah, she beats me in that fist fight, actually. She beats me in
The door to the
weapon
basement
anyways.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faint with
This
her
thing.
voice.
Who's there?
Oh wait, I'm back? Wait, let me cook. Hold on. It's different. This is back to square one voice line. I knew it was different. So my second world life was different. Fuck. Wait, this changes things. Hold on, let me think.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
But what if I do...
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't actually know what to do now. I was like, because this would let me do the full pacifist run on this iteration of her.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Because when she was like this, I full...
You walk down the
I
stairs.
attacked her, then I went full
and
pacifist,
lock
which is
eyes
weird.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or
I don't
something?
know what I want to do. I want to see how it differs if I just don't attack her in the beginning. I do want to see the difference.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
I don't know about
Don't
that,
you
buddy.
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
I tied my grip last time.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Dude, she's evil in this
Talk.
one. It's funny though.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the... We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
True. Coming on to me, no. There's a lot of good options here, actually. I like this one.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
True. Actually, true.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully...
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Slay the princess. She's gonna get tilted. This one's impatient. I'm curious about it.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Are you coming on to me?
She hesitates before answering.
Lucifer.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
If there isn't.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
What? Cutting her arm off?
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I trust it.
have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Alright, but no cap.
Give them
Next
a
one
tug.
will go aggro. Honestly. I won't. Sure.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh, I'll see this one.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make
Yeah,
your
the
way
door
out
closes.
of the basement,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
door at the top of the stair is someone else here.
Wait, just try the door.
Try the door, but you're here to slay the prince.
Whatever.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better
Same.
judgment, you cut into her. The blade is sharp,
So
and you make
same
quick
one.
work of it. Before she didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't
Is
just
this-
let her escape
But
into
it's
the
gonna be
world.
the same thing. I think.
No, as the princess Wait, this isn't fair. You watch me.
Wait, it's like the same.
Stop that.
But this one's she's the demonic one though. Actually, not the nice one.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get...
When there's this many options saying slay the princess, I feel like I have to click the one that's not. Right.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, hit me.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Probably.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end. I'm
Yo, the
afraid it
narrator's
is.
creeping
Everything
me,
goes
though.
dark, and you die. I hope it was worth
The
it.
fact that he's actually griefing me, it makes me want to turn against him. But I don't care. I think the narrator's my enemy.
You're on a path in the woods.
It's getting dark.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that, you're here. A warning. She will lie.
Yeah.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Skeptic.
Just ignore this clown and focus on... The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to
Better than last
illuminate the
time.
cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. A pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
I want to see the mirror again. I'm curious.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You
Oh,
reach
yeah, this
forward,
disappears, that's
rub
right.
your hand against the
Maybe
cabin
I shouldn't have
wall.
done that.
I hope you know how ridiculous you... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must... You take the blade from the table. It would be a good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
I think taking the knife's always good. It has more options.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the prince, her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Do you have horns now?
You walk down the
Whoa.
stairs and lock eyes with the
Yo.
princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, it is interesting. I don't know. Why? I don't know.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, I was like, I could just leave her here. Yo, what?
You step towards the princess,
I
but
think
she
they did a
stops you
good
before
job.
you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I don't know. Wait, I kind of want to do the sit closer one. I'm curious.
Do you think this is a game?
Oh my god.
Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands,
Evil
her
and-
chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle
Yo.
uselessly.
Relax.
The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
Okay.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted?
Drop the fucking knife.
But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine...
Drop the fucking knife.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Would have dropped the blade if you fucking asked me to.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
I'm gonna watch.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her plan. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It
That's
bounces a
later.
few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please
Put it
tell
back.
me we can put it back.
What do you mean we can
The
put it back
princess's
further?
eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
We did it.
I hate this. Can we just... Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No. You shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial.
She did save the world.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial.
Fuck you,
Just
narrator.
leave.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you
That's
want
right.
them.
I like the skeptic. I'm with him.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
Skeptics, though, the real
I
one.
am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave?
Nope.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but
Yep.
it's colder than I expected.
I'm so lost in the sauce. I'm just like,
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
so whatever's on the mirror is gonna be nice. I don't know about that. I was getting more and more demonic every time.
Okay.
Feels too good to be true.
Even with it. Was there an option to just not look in the mirror? I think there was, wasn't there? Yo, what?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse?
I have no opinion one way or the other. But
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is...
Destroy your body. What does this one mean?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never... There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, you can't. So I was like trying to kill myself then? Attack the entity. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I feel like that's what I want to do later. If we run it
I
back.
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I think I'm full aggro this time. Bloodlust. I don't know why I'm here. I'm here to kill.
You're on a path. You're here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We are
You
here
make
to
your way
slay
up
the
short
princess.
path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Yeah, she's gonna be the nice one too this time, I think, instead of the
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade... You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice,
Who's there?
Oh, it is
She
this.
sounds
Maybe.
dangerous. Don't let it...
Maybe I was wrong before.
Good.
We're
You're
we're
still
going in.
listening to reason.
It is what it is.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the prince. She's so cold. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you... So, you should just...
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. I have no choice. I have no chance.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? It's over. Don't get all worked. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I don't want to just do this. Like obviously, I feel like doing. Maybe I take the blade and stab again.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Nani?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
She had a blade this whole time? What do you mean?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Alright, even now. Clean slate. Let's put this behind us.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor. Alright, I think we're gonna go bloodlust again. We're just
You're
gonna
on a
full send it
path.
again.
You're here to...
She's gonna be demonic now, though, and I'm gonna
Oh,
have no
warning.
chance.
But she will lie. He couldn't be... We know what to look out for this
Oh,
time.
what was the-
Just stay...
I wonder what my alter ego was.
The interior of the cabin
Shit,
is a
I'm
jagged mess
fucked.
of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed
Yeah, I didn't mean to
table
do it this time.
with a
I did it
pristine
last time,
blade
and
perched on its
yeah.
edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I was saying that I was like, actually I should have waited for the new voice because I was curious what it was. I don't know about the mirror. Like, the mirror just disappears every single time.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the... It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our
cheated.
hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
You don't see the mirror, nunny. Let's go. Now we're aggro. Oh. Do I just mindlessly keep doing it, or do I get a new interaction if I ignore the mirror for once? I think I'm gonna ignore the mirror for once and see what happens, like on the next pull.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed
She's
into
already
the
free,
wall.
bro.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our egg. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
Oh my God.
I've been stuck down here forever.
It's Jover.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Die, witch!
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Wait, can I just like 180? Turn around? How many options? Maybe plus two, you're just gonna stab me. I try to trick her. Oh, that's not really tricking her. Oh. Let bygones be bygones. The turn around and leave makes me... Oh, I think the door will just turn. The door will just slam, actually. Screw it, slay the princess. That's what I'm thinking. We're full aggro.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right?
My meat!
Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
You
Ow!
bitch.
What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Well, that's not fair.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Actually.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark.
You cheated.
And you die.
Alright, surely next time we win.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Sure.
What? I feel dizzy.
I didn't mean to skip that last one. You're back.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
That's right.
Good. It's better that way.
We have stubborn back.
Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many?
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That's not my problem.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are. There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room,
It's gonna disappear.
stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
I don't know what mirror they're talking about. I agree.
You reach forward and place your hand on
Clearly
the door
a
to the
door.
basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Alright, she has tricks up her sleeves. We're gonna be prepared this time. We're not just gonna lunge at her, we're
You
gonna
step
try to
forward,
kill her.
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic.
I'm already
An
dead.
unintentional
GG.
and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Alright, never mind.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
You bitch.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time.
Shut up.
That's part of the fun.
Shut up. We don't talk about that.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
That's right.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
I don't.
From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Yeah. Yo, I don't have a chance, bro. That's what I'm saying, like.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Yo, what is this? I'm gonna need like a better weapon. We're gonna unconditionally surrender. I'm gonna try flirting with her. I don't think that's gonna work, buddy. She has swords for arms and we don't. She has swords for arms and we don't. What? Kill myself? Was there a... I think it's this one, right? This is... We can't let ourselves feel it. This means we're just gonna fight her, right? Yeah. Let's go!
Yes! Yes! This is the best idea anyone has ever had!
Charge!
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things. Pain is good. It's how we stay alive. Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Sure thing. I love a challenge. I bet I can hurt you so much.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge.
Yep.
And you dodge. And we fight back.
Fight!
And you fight back.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow. Yes, yes, this is exactly it. But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
Gotcha.
And? Does it hurt? No. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Your Honor? No, Your Honor. Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Hey, I tried on one. I really did.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Sure, we gotta stack the buffs up.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving, why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
Come on, show me something new.
Wait, I don't want to do these. I don't want to talk it out. I want to fight. And again and again.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give. Okay, let's go again.
We're running back.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I'm sure she'll listen.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind any. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest any. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
That's right. That's the opportunist.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Not sure if I do.
I'm not going to wait for an answer.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show
Listen,
you. It's
think I have
worth it
choice.
though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
La 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 la.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really?
The narrator's a
Okay,
little tilted. Feels salty.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Nah, I'd win.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Yeah, this guy's so down bad.
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed.
Yeah, we're
I quit.
screwed.
I'm done. Forget it.
Throw the knife at that heart and hope it hits.
Narrator, what just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
Wait. This is like my Transcendence arc.
We won!
We just had to ascend. Alright. The mirrors get creepier and creepier. I didn't have a choice this time, I had to. It's... doesn't look that much different. I'm not... Oh wait, I had to sit up because of my monitor. I can't even see like this, all of this back here, like the wings and stuff. When I'm sitting down in my seat, I only see it like right here. Well, it looks like there's wings and stuff. Oh my god, it's creepy. Wait, why she that? Oh, I guess that was the
There's
body.
a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully leave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, the vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Okay. So now what do
Do
we
not
do?
mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
We did full aggro. We did pretty we're gonna go full simp. Is what it is.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Oh, this is new. I didn't do it like it did feel kind of like full simp. I did like the nice option every time, but I guess that is full simp. But honestly, I was like not. It was just the other alter ego simping hard.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh, I guess that's true. I haven't. Well, actually, I have the first one, but yeah, I guess I'll save attack entities.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I still did that with the first one. Wait, did I?
You're on
No, actually, I
a
don't know.
path in the woods, and
Maybe
you're
not.
here to.
Let's see.
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Honestly, is the entrance always the same? Was I like tripping hard? Same
The
voice.
interior of
Yeah.
the blade.
So, what do we want to do? Explore. I think we can come back up to the blade this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice.
Hello?
Okay, it's the nice
Is
one.
someone there?
Okay, hold on. So we simped on their nice one.
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it. Don't let it fool you.
We
It's all
backstabbed
part
her
of the
this time. We
manipulation.
act like we're gonna help.
You're playing a dangerous game by
Okay.
coming here.
I'm here to save. Yeah, I could go full like I'm here to save you. Walk up to her. Oh wait, it's literally right here. Lie. I'm here to save you. Ah, it's evil. Like it hurts me to do it. I'm gonna do
Wait,
it.
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here for.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Let me go find the key for you. Wink, wink.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
She's like much more literate now, though. So like makes me like even feel even worse.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Like she was like dimwit before. Like now she's actually speaking coherent.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big,
I can go.
only making this more difficult.
Thank
I'm
you.
acting like I'm gonna help. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're making a huge no. You're doing the right thing.
I didn't say I was free.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the
Bruh,
basement,
come
but
on.
is someone else here?
I was about to get the blade to do the job. No, just to go back down. It's pointless.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you
Maybe I entered.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down, or we could use it. You won't like what. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Hey, I just chose the worst thing possible. What?
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt. I'm not so sure.
She's just gonna spawn blades from her.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Dang, I suck.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Maybe she'll bleed out. I haven't done that yet, like, where I, like, turn it, yeah. I guess you're right, I've always committed. Give up. I don't know about give up. I don't think she bleeds out. If you don't get her heart, she stays alive.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of it. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and
Door's
dive
open.
past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
She's gonna come knocking on the door. Knock, knock.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
She is knocking.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
This is so Jover for me.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
It's yourself, man.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Huh.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Huh.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I think that none of these really matter, I don't think.
I want to be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Sounds Jover.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
She's behind me.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out
Hey.
of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops
I don't think a
working.
knife's gonna work on that.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
I guess.
She steps closer, one
am I
silent
gonna do about
footfall
this?
at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
She didn't even touch me yet.
You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh god. This is like a fucking demon, this is worse than a demon route.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Alright, we're not skipping the voice this time.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Mirror. What mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to... Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
I don't know what I want to do this time.
And only
I want to
you
pick up the
can do
knife.
it.
Let's go down interesting dialogue options this time, maybe. Nothing good ever happens when I just try to fucking murder. She is prepared. She's a fighter. I put it on the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much. What are you talking about? This isn't a...
Same
Reach
thing as
forward
always, yeah.
and rub your hand against... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was
fucking
something
meme.
in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Yeah, I do like touching the wall. What if I... Taking the blade does jack fucking shit. I don't know.
We should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any
I don't think it is either,
favours.
buddy, but it's Joe no matter
You
what.
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
We're only talking our way out of this one.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Miss Jover.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I want to talk to her. Right here. Step off into the void. Send it!
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I'm more interested in the fact that...
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
We hug left.
A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary base. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
We hug
I
left.
wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, we go back. Or we can just hold. We hold our position.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
Hold!
There you are.
Oh my god, that's
I
creepy.
told you I was going to find you.
As
Hold!
the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
No, it's not numb. I'm holding heroically. Stoically.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
She's supposed to be like this. What did I do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves, heart, lungs,
She's kind of cute though.
liver. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
True.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs,
I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Run.
heart, lungs,
Oh, these are actually good options. I kind of like them.
nerves,
Like, why wouldn't you finish me off good?
liver,
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver,
One
nerves,
moment,
heart,
and then
lungs,
you're gone.
nerves,
Just
heart,
like
lungs, liver,
that. Ah,
heart,
and
lungs,
there's the
liver.
fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Narrators.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
That's another good option, actually. I want to try.
Feeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Have everyone, the whole gang's here.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been...
Oh, we also do nothing. I'm just gonna sit here. See, that's the play.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do? You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
That's a new one.
Huh.
Yep.
Do you think it'll
Just
work?
do nothing.
No. Nothing
True.
ever works.
Nothing ever works, actually.
Boo. You're the worst one.
She's just gonna come down here and be like, found you.
He's not the one who got us into this mess.
At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries.
I'm gonna sit here and fucking watch me.
Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing.
And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half.
Great.
And that's why you're not the top.
I want to see what nothing does for us. Right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
He'll get you killed by himself. Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it.
I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
My point exactly.
You
Watch
have
me.
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
I knew she'd fucking just walk up and be like, sup, bitch? You have already committed to my completion. Oh, wait, it's that one. Oh, it was like it was this entity.
We've tried. It doesn't work. Our hearts always. The deck is
So many paths, and they're all circle.
Many.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so.
Honestly, it's the best outcome for
You're
us.
part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on. What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Shut up. You were hit.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions. Great questions, even. But they don't have any answers, and they all stand in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence.
I guess I have to go to the cabin.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to...
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left.
He's worse than her.
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly...
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Guess I'm
You
going.
slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
That's strange.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies, and he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
You always give too much space to the others. You always give too much space to the others. True, they're
Walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Like the cold one.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them, and it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. Take it. It's the only...
You have to take the blade. I mean, like, there's not the same option. I'm curious, you have to take the blade. No?
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Geronimo!
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something
I'm
staring
coming home,
back at
honey.
you. It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching.
You really are a coward.
I was gonna jump in.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
When I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Joking when she said what? I actually already forgot. The coward thing?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could knock you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take me away. And let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
I feel like I'm taking her hand. Yeah, like a... I was gonna say, like, I feel like that's just the play. There is no other end in here. What does it say? You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. Was it something new or...
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
You know, every time she comes out.
Why is it so cold?
She's gone.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are big. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do with.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to
One
look
last.
at ourselves.
I'm nearing the end of a playthrough, I think.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
I think this is the end of a playthrough.
Seems we've got a majority.
Because I think last time
All
she
that's
said
left
one more.
is to give it a look.
Alright. I'm expecting Giga Chad.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
That's right. Confidence.
I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels the game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Boys, it's been an
Yeah. 07, it's been an honor. Hey! Too real. What is that? Is that a crow? You refocus your gaze on the sun.
I think you know what I am.
Kinda creepy.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, wait, I only get so many choices? So many, like, chances to ask him something? Pretty sure death is good. It's not. It's inevitable.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
For all this hubris.
Of course there will be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either.
You're delusional.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world. I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Or 6, that's 2.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Did I already ask this question? These?
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Destroy the mirror. Be gone, bitch.
You haven't. You flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream. They obviously don't. You experience death the way you do by design, and by your unique nature.
Run out of questions. Say nothing. See, I don't know. Oh, that's inevitable, buddy. I think you're coping. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Buddy, you want me to go hand to hand with death itself? Delusional. I should have done the delusional one. Yes. Well, that's got one shot. GG.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too. Yeah, buddy, I can't kill this. It's time to full simp. I'm the long quiet.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
You convinced me. That bird thing was delusional.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait. I'm on your team. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. What?
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Bear the weight of eternity. Won't engage with violence. I think I mean silence and just the vessels. Change technicians. I don't know. Oh, this was an option for more options. What? I wish I could. We commit to the simp. Shouldn't hurt to break. I wish I could share my heart.
But you already have in so many ways. It is beautiful and adored. When movement slows and the dust settles, I hope you'll leave with me.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. To
question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
About the fight. Am I even fighting? I mean, I feel like...
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Your little rare drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Oh, wait, you can go down these options even more. Maybe that's what I should do.
Then there's no need for you to fight with beyond. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand. If you need more time to open your eyes, then
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Huh.
you cling to your notion of pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Huh. I don't think I can slay her. Like, it's code.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Interesting.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
What do you say? You take it through. Oh, he wants to kill her? I don't know.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Oh, interesting.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that. Do you need me to describe things? No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Oh, well, actually, I guess I could have taken
The
us.
stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Which princess are you? You look like... I don't know.
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with.
True.
It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you. And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
But I can full commit to something.
The first time we met, you stabbed me in the
Yep,
heart,
true.
and I beat you to death
Yep,
with my bare hands.
true.
And it was fun. You really don't have to apologize.
Those were good times. When we first met.
We both went a little overboard. But there's no reason we can't put it all behind us.
That's right. Bygones be bygones.
You know, when she puts it like that,
I don't think I want to be a god. Oh, that was going on.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back. I never had one. And do not call me the Shifting Mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, hero works for me.
but that's me. You know, I think I like that.
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you. Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit. Just like this cabin.
That's right. That's how I get to know my friends.
I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real, but I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that. I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like, she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either. Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I think they're all romantic options, huh? Doesn't... Wait, they're all romantic, actually. Alright, well, take your hand in yours.
I guess when you put it that way, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Alright, little bro, step out of this. Thanks, buddy.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
The fucking hands are just gonna absorb us both. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. She crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there.
You're gonna be cold. The hands are gonna eat you. It's true.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Oh. Wait, I love you.
I love you too.
Oh.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Yo, what am I? I'm some demon. That's it. Yo, I thought she was gonna go cold and hands would get us. Wait, it was a love ending. Oh, so cute. I love romance. Like, all the good times, you know, me plunging the knife into her heart, her back, you know, cutting her arm off, breaking my bones, ripping my head off, snapping my neck. It was all good times. That's how any good love story starts. Wait, that was kind of sweet. That was kind of a cute ending, actually. I'm curious. I'm like a little curious now if I just go like full fuck you everything. I don't know. Oh, I like the ending. I do like romance. It's cute. Yeah, I bet there's a lot. It's a cool game, actually. I might do another playthrough then, actually. Not now, but... Oh, thank you so much for playing. Here's a track order for a special message. Here's the track order. Yeah, the music at some points were actually like really good. Explorer joined the Discord. Play our other game. I don't do that now, but cool. I like it. It was a good game. Thanks for recommending it. I'll probably do another playthrough at 1.2. I'll probably play like other scary games this week. She becomes what you believe her to be. Ah, I see. Yo, my first life, yo, I was like, oh my god, did I choose like the worst thing imaginable? My first playthrough, or first like actual life, she just goes full of demon mode. We don't bring the knife, she's nice. It's cute. I don't know. Yeah, the first one, that put me on edge for the whole rest of the fucking playthrough. After that one, I was like, oh my god, I've just awakened the fucking demon. I don't know if I would do like a full stubborn playthrough, or like I like commit to like one ideology the whole time. I'd probably do like another playthrough, just change it up, be flexible again, and see what happens. Oh, true, I could save scum. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, true, actually. What's up?